Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. I'm World Dragon and this is our very calm playthrough of Manor Lords. We're currently trying to figure out our trade, making sure it's working properly. I mean, we've got a beautiful 50 apples here, but nobody seems to be getting rid of them. A lot of people stocking up. Oh, we do have one person trading. Andres, which we can't go and have a look at. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's probably off map by the looks of it. Probably over here. And then we've got this guy coming home. Jacob, straight trader, stocking up. Hey, Dashund! Tusenbrook trader. He's going for a walk, although he's not on this list. Ah, I have two trading posts, don't I? Of course. And then if we come to this trading post, again, look at the people. We've got this guy here. It's a shame you can't see what they're hauling. I mean, because I reckon this guy's probably got bread. Let's have a look at trade all up. He is getting rid of... Oh, he might have barley as well, to be honest. He might also have flax. He could also be exporting bread. He only wants to import apples, export wool, clay, yarn. There's so much to export. Import cloaks and clothes, but only 5 each, so they shouldn't take up his remit. So he should be able to come back with apples. But I don't know, I just feel like it doesn't work that well. So we are struggling for a second food source down here. What can we do to help that? They are going to have to come buy the extra food at the capital. Let's sell them. It doesn't really matter which one I go to because it all works out the same. Let's export some honey. Local trade only. You can go down to... Let's just do this easy way. You can go down to a desired surplus of, say, 60. Happy for you to go down that low. And then over here, trade, you import only local, please. Go up to a desired trade of 30. That should help. Now we're getting 30 honey and 30 apples. Hopefully the eggs can actually start to do something. I mean, there's a chicken coop in almost every house. We don't have fish. We do actually get the berries. I mean, there is a couple of permanent families just sat here. So we do get berries. I suppose maybe I could... We've got a spare family. Go and stick one in the hunting camp. Maybe that will help with the diversifying the food source. Because like I said, we are a very bread-heavy village. I mean, seriously. There are some probably quite dumpy people in that village. These people, on the other hand, these people have a great diet. So let's go ahead and actually put it on full speed and see what happens. Let's, where are we? Come to our trading post. Let's have a look at our people. Let's stick this down in the bottom corner. Let's apparently not stick this down in the bottom corner. Can I please? Thank you. So we have this guy. He is now winding his way backwards. Got these guys who are coming from off camera. Hang on a minute. What am I selling? You guys are local only. You're all local only. Oh, exporting linen and wool to the other people and yarn. Ah, okay. So I'm getting rid of those. Getting rid of those off camera. So let's keep this guy coming down. Like I said, unfortunately, you can't select him and see what he's holding. But let's... Okay, here he comes. Let's go to General. What are you going to bring me back? Where is he? Where is he? There he is. There's Thomas. Oh, transporting clay. It does tell you. Wait, I don't get it. Why is he transporting clay back to me? $20 clay just popped in, yet nothing else did. He's just been to my capital, yet he's not brought me back any trading. Yeah, he didn't bring me back any... And he's got clay back on him again. Any apples or any bread. Right. So I get maybe he didn't sell all of his clay. But I don't see why that stopped him bringing back his food. There you go, we got a bit of meat coming in. Oh, does that mean... Are we lucky enough to be able to upgrade to a level... no. Cannot get to that level 3. We still need a third source of food to get to level 3. Yeah, okay, so... That's a little bit annoying. And doesn't make much sense. We look like we might now have... what are you doing? Thomas is going to trade, as is... that guy. Whose name I refuse to sell. Transporting leather. Just trading. Okay, doesn't... When they're going home, it seems to say what they've got. Although Andre's transporting leather, that makes no sense. I shouldn't be importing leather. Maybe exporting it and failing to sell? But yeah, we should... Got 1,000 bread. I mean, we should be chucking some apples and honey in there, ideally. I should have some traders here. I guess the traders didn't actually come this way that I was watching. We've obviously gone off map. Right. Oh, 10 honey just turned up. 10 honey just disappeared. What's the point? 10 honey just turned up. Did that give me my... It did not. 3. Although, hang on. No. Oh, I can. I can upgrade one of my level 2 burgage plots. You are going to be the winner. Upgrade yourself to level 3. That's going to get me the next level of town. And that is going to... Nice. Let's go and get deep mining. And that will at least secure my clay mining in the town of Clanau. However, like I said, yes, my food is a little bit more iffy. Oh, some eggs have come in and so are some vegetables coming in. Maybe with the help of the honey and... I mean, my apples have not turned up. They're sat there. They're sat at my other trading post waiting to turn up. But they're not really happening. We should also get a few more berries coming in. Are you guys actually getting berries? I hope so. When you have the opportunity. Yes, we are. We are picking berries. Apparently one at a time. So I guess that might just be how it works. Yes, one at a time. And these guys are in fact general workers ready to go out and do whatever I need. Because, there you go, I do have an unassigned family. Now they're flattening ground. Why are you flattening ground? Ah, yes, we're doing this, aren't we? Of course, they're building me a deep mine by flattening the ground. Yeah, so trade, it's not perfect. I feel like I'm kind of having to try and sledgehammer it home. Like I said, my apples don't seem to be turning up, but that's also because over here, it's definitely bugged out. Because, for instance, I have these guys. I have trade turned on. And, oh no, it does say 3 now. It's changed from NA to 3. That's good. That's a good sign. Maybe I can shift those apples. I don't know why it was on NA. But it was on NA, as if there was nowhere for them to go. Okay, beautiful. That's looking a bit better. Can we shift apples down to Clanau? Do we have... Let's go fast forward. I'm gonna just keep an eye on food. There you go. Deep mines have been built. Are they going to be? Yep, they're being worked. Nice. So our clay mines are safe. Still no apples yet. And if I have a look at this place... Oh, in fact, not this one. Sorry. Still no apples. Clanau. trade. We have had apples come in. We have had 110 apples come in altogether, and they are much cheaper than honey. So the apples do turn up at some point. Not quite sure when. Royal tax has increased, of course. How much am I paying in royal tax now? 1.6 thousand. This king is just greedy. There's no way to check how much money you make, I don't think. Okay. Uh, 41 berries, we've got some vegetables, we've got some meat, we've got some eggs. The honey just dropped off. Hopefully that can turn back up because, I mean, go back to our capital. Yeah, you don't really have any food but fish. We still do have a decent amount of honey. So, I mean, yeah, that should continue to be available. We do have bread here and a couple of eggs. Plenty of apples. You know, we've only got 2 of our orchards are properly up and running. The other 2 are still waiting. I'm thinking maybe even this year they might actually grow. Because I think it's 3 years. 3 or 5 years, I think. But I think it's 3. And, I say that. I never say that. I think it's 3 or 5 years. It could be any number of years, to be honest. But I think it is 3 years. And we get full-sized apple trees. I mean, let's stare at them for a month and see if they suddenly grow. That's what happens, you know. You stare at it long enough, and it will grow. Also, you have to talk sweet nothings to them so that the apples become beautiful. 2 guys in the background just having a chat in among the orchards. Now, when people come to do inappropriate things. So, town wealth is going up, which is good, because that means that my wealth is going up. Because I tax them a percentage. So the richer they get, the richer I get. Look at these guys. Look at it going up. It's beautiful. Whew, here comes the rain. Come on. Good for the trees, this. Let's see them sprout up before our eyes. No, I don't think it's going to happen. We'll wait till the month changes once more. I have no idea when they were planted, so I don't know when the actual growth point should be. We'll wait till we get into summer. And then see if they suddenly spring up. Also, very, very much not sure which one will grow first. I have no idea which order I planted them in. And grow. Nope. Then let's wait till we turn over the month. So our capital's beautifully happy. They're not a great fan of taxation, but hey, who is? But it's a very reasonable taxation, I think. Only 1 or 2%. Which, considering the fact, I think my money's actually going down. Thanks to royal tax and how much I'm paying these mercenaries. Well, there's your new month. The trees, unfortunately, have still not grown. Oh, no, that comes in my money. Maybe I am going to make money. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on it. It needs to be above 15,000 for me to be making money. But yeah, no, we have really good food supply situations. We have very nice ale, clothes, herbs. Gotta keep the people healthy. You need those herbs. Nobody wants for anything. It is a beautifully running capital. We've got plenty of trade going on. Let's go across to Clanau. Oh, there. Getting a lot better as well. We've got some eggs in, some berries in. We do have a smidge of meat. Honey and apples, not looking as good, though. We'll have to see how those keep going. I mean, I feel like we still haven't traded those apples away. Let's come down to Schnackspitz. And what are you guys trying to trade? I think it should just be... Oh, you're important. Let's turn these off. Maybe that's messing things up. I don't know. You're exporting iron slabs. Yep, that's all fine. You're exporting iron slabs. Maybe that's slightly messing it up because they're not getting any bread or apples either. So I'm wondering if having two people trying to come off the same place is just, well, just messing things up, really. Because, I mean... Oh, honey has turned up once more. But if we come across to here, snacks bits, trade. Oh, they have actually managed to trade in some apples and some bread over time. They're just clearly not very good at it. Uh, 1% land tax. You get taxed just like everybody else. What is everybody else getting taxed, though? There's a question. Everybody else gets 2%. Well, I can't be favoring anybody. You're going to have to get... No, not 11%, you crazy-ass thing. 2%, please. So, yep, you're going to have to be taxed just like everybody else. So where are my other food sources? Ah, we do have to... We are hunting wild animals, by the looks of it. And we have fish. We don't have berries. That would be too much to ask for. Imagine having something like a rich deposit of fish, a rich deposit of wild animals, and berries all in the same place. I don't even know if it's possible. I know there are some restrictions on what goes on. Yes, I don't think it is possible. I think potentially wild animals and fish. No, clearly I'm lying. They don't take the same spot. Oh, I don't know. It would be glorious, I can tell you that much. You'd have a great little... I'd probably still keep it as a level 1 village because it seems like quite basic food sources. But you'd have a beautiful little village. But like, yeah, we just live off the land. We are happy as happy can be. I have 1.2k firewood. You can calm down now. I mean, that's most of a storehouse right there. Just on firewood. Like, you guys can definitely calm down. Oh, I thought that was clay for a second. And I was like, what is going on? You have 300 and... No, is that 101 leather? I think it's 101 leather. Nope, it was 301 leather. Okay, then. If we come down here and look at leather... If I asked you to export it, I will buy you the dedicated trade route. Export it down to 100, which is still far more than I'm ever going to need. But let's keep a little stockpile. Everybody's generally happy. Market food variety, market clothing variety, church level. We get some variety coming in, basically. Sorry, I love it. My my YouTube chat thing is just throwing out hearts because I'm thinking somebody might be spamming it, but I don't know who's doing it. I don't know what's going on. Ah, well, whoever you are, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Like I said, my chat or anything is not really telling me what's going on, but I know there's something going on. Okay, these trees still haven't grown yet. They still have not grown yet. They're looking beautiful and rosy red, though, these apples. Very much ripe for the plucking and given to fair maidens with very white skin to fall asleep with. And for anybody worries, that was a Snow White reference. But those of you that don't recognize it and don't know your old school fairy tales... Come on, beautiful big trees. Worth a go. You never know, maybe one day it'll work and I'll seem like I have godly powers. So yeah, Brook is just, it's ticking along beautifully. Let's have a look. For now, are you getting some alternative food? We are getting some honey. With the berries coming in and now a bit of meat. You know, because that's the great thing But you have to remember, even if, you know, you only get a smidge of, say, meat coming in, which I clearly am, if, it can help prop up other food sources so that they actually then increase and become a bit more stable. Because it just takes the load off them a little bit. Even if only for, you know, a couple of families for a month. It just takes the load off them just ever so slightly. And so yeah, it can just really help out. So we have, yep, we have eggs in, which, you know, hey, they're just about holding. Berries won't last through winter, I don't think. Yeah, we've stripped that area down. They won't last through winter. So I mean, yeah, how we look in spring is going to be the big one. We do have some eggs now. They'll hopefully hold out a little bit. And of course now, there you go. Oh, it's farming season. We have... we've moved off from plowing this field. Where are our oxen? Oh, we're doing this field, even though that's a medium field priority. Interesting. This ox is just running back and forth very weirdly. Oh, here comes another ox. We're still slightly harvesting, and we've stopped harvesting because we've left an ox in the middle of the field. Very, very strange. We've just left a cart there. And we're now doing these two fields, which are on medium priority. And we're ignoring the high priority fields. Well, that seems to do nothing then, in my opinion. Because these should be getting priority for everything. Fields with the highest priority are taken care of first. Well... I think I'm calling... BS. That's what I think I'm calling, because that's a lie. That is very much a lie. Instead, we are doing these medium fields first, at least with... At least with the oxen, anyway. So, yes. That one will go fallow. That one will not. Again, I don't know if it's technically actually going to get plowed. Well, they've at least come down and hand plowed this, which is quite nice. And hand sowed it. We've just hit October. Now they're going to hand... So the field priority only seems to work for people. Not oxen. Which may work out in that that's just gone and changed over, hasn't it? Yeah, there's a pain. How about that one? That one's fine. That one is still good. That one is now fallow. Okay, so I'm hoping he actually now goes to this field. Does. Okay, so it's worked insofar as it's made all of my people come down here to do these fields. Whilst my oxen have been left to do the medium fields, which they have managed to do almost entirely on their own, which is good. Because now these people will finish after scattering seeds all over this field. 163, that's more like it. And this field is going to go and throw us out an 82. And then through, I'm going to say the mechanic brokenly working, this could actually be a winning solution. Not because I believe it's technically working as it should, but simply because through the division, it seems to just work now. So the oxen focus on plowing all of these fields, and my people seem to focus on getting these fields prepped because they're on high priority. And it just works. I mean, we haven't quite got it perfect. As you can see, this field was not fully planted. We only got 9% through the sowing progress. So maybe I do, in fact, just need another farm. You know, maybe that's going to be the answer. Another farmhouse with another couple of families. So let's go and do that. Farming. Where are we? No, not a field. Farmhouse. That's Emna. I don't really care about that. Flax. Barley, we've all got covered. Flax fertility. Yeah, I'm not really covering anything by chucking this here. And then we'll stick, I'm just going to say maybe 2 families. You know, I think that might help push us over the edge. And get things upgraded. Not going to worry about any oxen. I think we've potentially got a working system now. Mostly through accident, I'm not going to lie. We've got some eggs, we've got some berries, we've got a couple of vegetables. We've got still got a smidge of meat. Apples! Apples have turned up. Hallelujah. Apples have turned up to sustain us through the dead of winter. Because I don't know about you folks, but when I'm in the cold, cold evenings of winter, wishing there was a fire to huddle to, I sit there and go, if only I had an apple. And we have, these look, whoa, I apologize, that got a bit crazy. We have fully grown trees in our second 2 orchards. So we should have a lot more apples coming in general now. So that's going to be really nice. I haven't quite, oh, lots of apples and honey. Haven't quite managed to master the trade completely, but it's looking pretty good. Import exporting between multiple regions still seems potentially a little bit difficult. You know, having this guy supply bread to basically exporting to 2 regions is what seems to be a little bit difficult. Which, I don't know how it would work if you had multiple regions producing the same stuff. For instance, let's have a quick look around. We have... Okay, this region up here is a farming region. So this is not potentially the best because of logistics as well. But imagine if, let's say, this region by here was a farming region. If I set this up and then put it to export bread, would that help this place get bread? Because at the moment, my capital's kind of in the way of this place exporting bread to here. And admittedly, we've seen, which I'm actually just going to go and turn back on, to be honest. Import. We have seen, yeah, let's go up to a solid 30. That this place can get bread. It has bought bread and apples. It's that's definitely happening. That is definitely happening. Let's see once again. Did you see that? It's trade, food, apples. No, it's turned back on to number 3 again. Okay, it keeps saying NA, and that kind of worries me a little bit because it makes me think that people are broken. Maybe it's just because I've just put 30 apples in the other place, and so it's thinking it can't import any apples, can't export any apples anywhere because the other place has filled its quota. Maybe. Let's have a look. Have we got apples? Yeah, maybe that's it. I mean, we've clearly just delivered some apples very recently. Maybe that is it. So we'll try and see if we can get dual region trading. Our fish seems to be quite low at this point, which is a little bit worrying. Whoa, what happened to our shoal of fish? Hang on. Fisherman's hut, advanced. You should be preserving 600. Why is this dropped down to 179? Means I'm now not going to fish if that's the case for a long time, because that's going to take ages to grow back. And As I say, are you even about to start fishing again? Okay, it is growing at least. But we could be in some food trouble here. Okay, we've got some apples have come in. That's good. That's good. So the apples made it. I don't know why it's gone and fished itself down to 170. Hopefully this grows very well. We get some fish back in. We'll be back to check on you. They overfished for some reason, so I don't know, it stopped working. Because it should, yes, not go below 600. Yes, that does make me worry for our food supply in Skatspitz. Because I also then don't know what happened to the fish, because, you know, if we just fished 1,200 fish, how are we down to 50 fish in storage? That seems a bit wild. Even with spoilage rates. That seems a little bit wild. I really do need that to grow faster. And the wild animals. I could do with the wild animals growing a little bit faster too. I'm perfectly honest. I could start getting food somewhere else. Let's not panic. Oh, hey, we just went and got some apples in. That's gonna help. Of course, that's probably 404. Keep growing, my friend. Keep growing. I think I will get some fishing done this year. But still, it's a bit worrying how that can break so badly. I mean, I almost fished the pond empty, basically. 2 families are going to go in there. Ready for harvest season. Look at all of this beautiful barley. 250 just there. Never mind the extra 150 I've got up here. So that is a massive increase to the amount of barley I'm going to be harvesting. We have no ale. Who needs ale? My people need ale. That's who needs ale. They're all alcoholics. Every peasant on this game is a raging alcoholic. You could go and argue, hey, it's medieval times. What else have you got to do? You've got to work. Your manor lord demands you work. Stop wasting your time in the tavern getting drunk. These fields won't harvest themselves. So, wow, 21,000 regional wealth. This is my capital, my trading hub. And it is doing beautifully. Now, of course, if I was playing with the Baron, then I would be using militia. So this, of course, would also be the point where, as an example, I would be making weapons. I would be making gambesons, and I would also definitely be, well, I am making helmets. I wouldn't make plate armor, but I would be making probably shield, maybe crossbows. Warbows are very easy. But I would be making a full set of weapons so that I can go and outfit a beautiful militia army. There would probably be 3 at least. Every family can provide 2 people. That's what, 30, 86. That's 172 fighting men. And there's 36 per thing. So, I mean, there's at least 4. There's at least 4 regiments this place could house. So, whether I would go full 4 or, you know, split them up, I'm not entirely sure. Skatspitz would just have the 1. We do have 22 families with 2 apiece. Yes, we are running out of food. You are correct. How are we looking? Still growing. It's reached the 600. I can start. Do you know what? I am actually going to. Let's put this down to 550 because I kind of need the food. In fact, let's go 560. because we do need to start getting some fish back in. And let's hopefully not overfish again. It's going to grow again. We should hopefully help increase those numbers. Okay, it just stopped growing. There's a bit of a shame. It didn't grow once more and then stop. It just stopped. So we're going to get 50 more fish in. Then... and then we will increase the number again. I think we will put it at 600. But, yeah, let's go and get 50 more fish in. That'll be, you know, 2 months more supply, which should help very nicely. We're going to keep pulling out iron ore because we have a rich, deep deposit. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Over in our capital where things aren't looking so grim, we have fuel for 8 months. I think we do have someone... Yeah, we do have somebody in our woodcutter's lodge keeping things moving. And then, hang on, let's just press T, it's easier. Over in Clanau, we have 328 firewood. Question is, do I have anyone here? I do. So that's going to continue going as well. And, put our last worker in our forester's hut. Done a beautiful job of this area. They can maybe just come and replant some of this. And look at these beautiful fields of barley. Beautiful fields of barley. We've got these 2 as well. 3, sorry. We got these 3. Extra 150 there, and a beautiful 250 here. That's 400, which I think will be the most we've ever harvested. That didn't quite... Although, did we come back and... Apparently we did come back and finish sowing, but whether it'll grow properly, because I mean this is at 69, this is only at 40. Whether it will quite grow properly, we've got 2 months of summer remaining. We'll have to kind of wait and see on that one. In Clanau, we have a few apples and a little bit of honey. Let's, yep, very much still struggling for food. How are we doing on fish? We've probably, yeah, near enough gone down to our limit, which means we are definitely going to have a problem through winter. Very strongly going to have a problem through winter. So what we're going to have to do, let's come to food. And let us... Hang on, let's keep that pause there. Tussenbrook, how are we looking? 909 berries. Lots of honey. What you need is... have 2 horses. We have all of our stable space filled up. What you need to do is trade, import locally, but we need to turn that on and get a stockpile of 50. Brook, trade, food, export berries, but only locally. And no, I don't want you to go anywhere near that low. Let's call it 500. So it gives you 409 available to export. Let's go and go and order a new horse. That should turn up by the time this is finished.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
Upgrade that to a stables straight away. Stables just look so much nicer than hitching posts as well. I mean, tiny little post with a bit of hay around it compared to this nice stable looking building. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like the best thing ever, but it's a lot nicer than the hitching post. Well, then there should be plenty of people ready to build this thing. I've got 2 free families. Alright, so put an extra family in there. Could have another horse arriving at some point soon. Carrying a rider. Oh, beautiful. He's off trading. Hopefully, like I said, we can go and get ourselves some food in because we're about to start starving. We are about to start starving. Never mind getting our way through winter. Let's just go up to full speed. Let's put this back up to 600. Nine food remaining. 6 food remaining. Come on, traders. If you don't come back and provide us with food, your people will starve. So this is where we really do get to see how it works. Hey, berries. Got some berries in. It might just keep us going. But apparently for no months. I have 71 months worth of fuel, mind you. But 0 months worth of food. Which I don't know. 37 berries for 22 families. I feel like that should be at least a month's worth of food. Let's see if by changing the display it updates. Nope, it still claims 0. You, however, have 35 berries. There you go. It's gone and updated itself now. But yes, so that's... But still, we're only into August. We definitely do with delivery of bread. Push the bread up to 40. We're getting a slow, very, very slow trickle in of meat, which is... I mean, it's not really going to help because it's just going to act as the second food source. Everyone does like 2 food sources. Yep, we very much do need to keep importing that food. So like I said, this is where we really get to test how well our trade system works. Oh, and the eggs as well. Again, they'll just be acting as a second food source, unfortunately. Oh, berries. Yep, berries are still coming in. Like I said, apples. That's very, very simple because it's one place exporting, one place importing. But as you can see, bread and apples seem to struggle a little bit more. And I don't see why one of these guys... If we go to people... we've got one person transporting. Oh, this person's sick. We've got one person trading. Ditz is trading. Where is he finding himself? So he's probably going to, yep, trade with one of these guys. I don't see what stops them. We've got all of these people. We could have 2 more traders on the go. Stops one of them coming over here. Picking up some bread, because... Wow. So now, what happened to your bread supply? Are you trading externally? No. What? These people had 1,000 bread. What the? I mean, Tussenbrook has 40 of it. Gatspitz hasn't managed to get any of it. You guys have 2k food. Apples, again, same with apples. There's nothing wrong with why he can't pick up some apples. But he doesn't seem to want to. They kind of focus a little bit on berries. But seriously, guys, what happened to all your bread supply? I mean, are you seriously telling me? Although, how many families have we got? 50? I suppose that's 1 bread per family a month. I suppose you could have dropped down that much, but you guys had 1,000 bread. What happened? Got no grain or flour left, so that's not going to be happening. We've just, of course, started harvesting. So that is... Again, stocks damaged by weather in the field. That kind of bugs me a little bit. I mean, they're crops. They've just lived the last 9 months in the rain. Are you seriously telling me they're now starting to get damaged? Are you a little bit crazy there? Okay, now let's see if this works again, as it kind of did last time. Okay, so they've gone and gathered everything, it seems. And then they're going to come down and start staring at this field and walking away. Not entirely sure what's going on. Ah, they're picking everything up. That makes sense. They harvest and then they pick up. Field barley, field barley. Where's all the people going? Oh, they're still picking things up. The oxes are plowing. These guys come down here to do these fields. The oxen continue to plow. Okay, so they're going to plow those fields. We're going to hand plow these fields. Everyone's in these fields, plowing by hand. That's good. Mostly in these fields. Why have so many of you wandered off down here? Going for a drink. A lot of people waiting. Several more people going for drinks. Again, you really think you've got time for that? Everybody else is wandering off. Got a full extra field here to plow. Yep, they did sow it. That's good as well. They have plowed and sowed. The oxen have 2 more fields to plow. And yeah, no, I feel like most of the guys have, yep, most of them have just wandered off. I mean, going for a drink. I mean, they've got 3 months of the year where they actually have to do something. And they have the audacity to go for a drink. All right. Anyway, on that note, we're going to leave this episode there. The stream will continue, but the episode, for those of you watching on YouTube, is coming to an end. I should have actually ended it 10 minutes ago, but what can I say? I got carried away staring at the harvest. And so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until we see you again, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.